Recorded Books Incorporated presents an unabridged recording of Notes from Underground by Fyodor Dostoyevsky, narrated by George Guidall. This recording is copyrighted 1994 by Recorded Books Incorporated. Fyodor Dostoevsky's novels are essentially novels of ideas embodied in his great characters. His characters are intensely individual, caught up in the struggle between good and evil, the poor and unhappy, the insulted and injured, the strange, abnormal people who defy conventional society and attempt to achieve salvation through suffering. Fyodor Dostoevsky was born in Moscow on October 30th, 1821. He attended an army engineering school in St. Petersburg, but made up his mind quite early in life to make literature his career. By the time he was 25, he had already achieved some small successes. His stories were critically praised for bringing something new to Russian literature, the study of poor, unhappy people. All of this came to an end, however, when he was arrested for political conspiracy and sentenced to death, which was later commuted to 4 years' hard labor in Siberia. Years of bitter, poverty-stricken existence followed. He served as a common soldier. He turned to journalism to make money. He published periodicals, constantly writing against deadlines to keep his creditors at bay. In 1864, at the age of 43, Dostoevsky published Notes from Underground, a psychological study of a spiritual and intellectual misfit. In many ways, it marks the starting point of his literary maturity. After it was published, his popularity began to rise again, and in the 2 years following, he was able to create his most famous novel of all, Crime and Punishment. Notes from Underground is basically a long story divided into 2 parts. A monologue in which the narrator states his ideas, followed by an accounting of some of the events in the narrator's life which led to his particular beliefs. It is a psychological portrait as well as a statement against a popular philosophy of the day which believed that the rationality of man and material progress could result in the betterment of society. The underground man not only disagrees with this idea, but states that he himself is the embodiment of the irrational.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?